Surprise stream. No pre-roll at all. We're diving right in, King. There's no time for the crowd to gather. Everybody, jump in the tub, grab your soap, and lather together. How's it going, everybody? Look at this! What do you think about that? What do you think of that? Look at that! Look what I got! Look what I got there! Look at this! Look at all this going on! All of this and that, and these, and this and that, and we're sharpening a saw. This is not the most, like, appropriate rig for holding the saw, but, like, it'll get the job done. I theoretically could have, like, sawn these boards down to make them into a more appropriate clamp or whatever. Anyways, this is fine. So fine, in fact, that I've already done one side of the saw, and you're joining me for the second half. Got ourselves a little triangle file and a handle. We had enough left over from our donation for our weekly meds to pick this up on the way home from the shops today. So we are medicated and toolified. I think I'm still gonna leave the full set of metal files up on the throne wish list. Speaking of which, we might as well spam some links in the chat there. Maybe let's turn our speakers down a little bit. Oh, we are not picking up our audio. Hold on a second. Studio mode, audio, edge audio. You always lose. Bam. There we go. Background music. Isn't that lovely? Now you can hear it the way it's supposed to be heard and not through my microphone. Here, bring this out a bit. There we go. Might be able to hear me a bit better with a little bit less. We are still getting quite a bit of music through on the mic. Oh well. Get out of the frame, cord. There we go. Oh yeah, I moved my speakers from down here up to over here, so they are a little closer to the mic. I suppose that makes sense that we're picking up on it. Anyways, what I was doing, oh yeah, spam links in the chat. All links. Let's see, there's the Discord where you can come and chat with us. I beep every morning as soon as I wake up, and you can bother me all day. And the throne with the wish list that has all the tools and materials for me and the kids to get our puppet producing shop up on the road. We are working on sharpening the saw today to build the workshop, to hold the anvil, to all the things, all that sort of stuff. Here, let's swivel this around a little bit, maybe. Oh, this is in frame. Oh, well. Sorry, the room's a bit of a mess. We are, I kind of just threw live as soon as the rain stopped and I could think again. I normally stream every day at 10 a.m., but this morning, combination of the rain was on the roof setting off my misophonia. I cannot talk with that sort of noise going on. That turns me into a stammering monster. Not a monster, but a stammering fool. How about that? We'll go with fool. Lots of, not to say that people who stutter are fools, but it breaks up my capacity for public speaking, which is kind of required for this sort of work. Being on the camera with the facial motions and all of that sort of stuff. Right. Do. Okay. Let's make a post. Live! Exclamation point. I managed to scare up a single metal file and we are sharpening the saw! Exclamation point. After we sharpen the saw, we can cut the boards. After we cut the boards, we can build the workbench! Exclamation point. Alright. Woo! Excitement. Link, hey! How's it going, Sabe? What's up? Let me put this link on here. Twitch. There we go. Post. Alright. Let the blue skies know we're live. This is a bit of a problem. Ah! Yeah, we got kind of the edge of it. We had some, we had a bit of, like, sleet yesterday. I made a little video of it. Here, I can throw this up. Let me go... Where did I save this to? Yeah. There we go. Yep, a little bit of sleet. It mostly turned into rain since then. We had a bit of a water incursion in the tent over here, and I had to reinforce the tent with some metal tubing and dump off a bunch of water that was pouring in. It was a whole thing. I can rearrange this a bit. Get this out of frame. That'll do for now. All right. Anyways, we are here sharpening a saw. No, I think... Well, I've had the saw. It was just too, it was dull as heck. And, I got a metal file so I can sharpen the saw. I've actually already done the teeth, running one way, and I flipped it around the other way before I started the stream. So we've just got to we've got to sharpen the teeth running up this way. And then we can maybe do a bit of sawing on the beam. See if it'll, oh, and I got some nail sets, so I can set the saw also. So yeah, we'll, this is still, like, not very sturdy just because it's on a wobbly folding table, but it's good enough. There we go. That's looking a lot better. All right. Whoop. Darn it. Knocking stuff over. Whoop. Popped off. It's sharpened. I have to set it now. Which is where you take the teeth and knock each one to one side or the other to give it a little splayedness of the teeth. God, getting these things out. It's a pain. So. This is the hammer with like the most appropriate weight for doing this, but the head is like loose and wobbly. I haven't gotten around to making a new wedge and reseating the handle on this, so I might use one of my heavier hammers. I think this one's balanced better. This one There I go, knocking everything over. this around. And do the other side. Oh, well, I'm glad you made it back. Certainly no fun being without electricity. Don't want to be stuck in the cold for sure. Hey, Draven Heart. Glad to see you in here. Thanks for stopping by. Always good to associate with other people with similar names. Thanks for the follow. I'm setting this saw right now. Just finished sharpening it. Almost done here. We can go back to working on the beam. For the workbench. So I won't be doing stuff like this on folding camp furniture anymore. Actually, this is a TV dinner table more than camp furniture. Oh yeah. Looks pretty good. It's a bit of an aggressive set, but I'm doing recuts down this whole big beam, so I kind of want an aggressive set. I'm not too worried about having the thinnest kerf. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I went out and made it up to the pharmacy, got my prescriptions refilled for me and the kids. That's good. The rain finally stopped, so I can think again and talk again and converse with people in the chat again. I got a lot of real bad misophonia with the long COVID, and the rain on these Mylar tarps on this tent just shuts my brain down. Like I can't think at all when I've got terrible, like the rain's really bad, and other like droning noises and things can also set it off. But the rain has stopped, and so we have done a late stream today. I normally go about 10 a.m. every day, try to, but decided since we missed that this morning, go for a bit of a late run today. So, we've got this all sharpened up. Make sure nothing's like standing out is really bad. Yeah. I'm gonna call this a success. Let's put the scrap wood away. I hope you're also having a good day today, Draven Heart. Let's see, how do we want to rearrange this? Oh, one thing's for sure. Put up my dust mitigation if I'm going to be doing any sawing in here. Whoop. I go dropping stuff. Okay, you. I really need some proper tool storage, like a big wall of pegboard would be excellent. The problem being, of course, that I'm in a tent. I don't have walls to attach pegboard to. Makes it a little difficult. Alright, nail sets. Where do I want to store you? Probably the toolbox. Here. That won't fit. We can go there. That'll work. Let's see, how do we want to hang this up? Well, I'm glad you're able to stay warm. It's definitely a struggle doing that in this weather. I've I got my insulation on the tent doing fairly well now, but it's still in the middle of the night, especially when it's like sleeting and raining and stuff. I've had to wake up and cycle the toaster on its higher setting a couple of times for emergency heat. Here. That should keep the worst of the sawdust off the best of our stuff that we don't want sawdust on. There's all sorts of stuff on the floor that shouldn't be on the floor. Metal keyboard effect pedal. You go hide in there. Saw. Let's put this over here. Shove this up in that corner. That. All right, let's see. Let's stick the anvil somewhere over here. Close this up so it takes up a bit less space. But we are making progress these days, getting work done, accomplishing things, all that sort of stuff. I've got a new little side project, just a little, like a 3-minute short I'm working on that I think is going to be pretty cool. That hopefully should be out in a few days. I got about a third of the first pass of editing it done. There's a little sneak peek of that in the Works in Progress channel on the Discord server, which members to the Ko-Fi gain access to at any level. $1 a month, $5 a month, $5 bajillion a month. You get to see all the sneak peek stuff that I sometimes post in the Works in Progress channel, which, you know, supposedly has value. I mean, yeah, I post everything that I make eventually publicly, but I really hate the concept of paywalls in general. It's just like not my vibe. But I try to provide some sort of value for the memberships. So you get to see stuff early, is what I've settled on. Lighting is not excellent situation. Yep. So, what we have here, for those of you just joining, is a big piece of reclaimed lumber. This was some sort of like informational display in the public park that I am camped next to that had fallen over and was just rotting. So I came and took the beams out of it and brought them back, and I'm turning them into a sort of a fusion style workbench. It's gonna be mostly like a Chinese style low bench, but I'm also gonna bolt a Western style woodworker's vise onto it and some weird attachment for the anvil too. So it's a monstrosity of lumber, but what we've done so far is we've taken this and we've cut this face off all the way down. We got a nice new face here. We also want to cut this face off. I've got a kerf running down both sides where I made a kerfing plane by sticking a saw blade inside this block of wood with the proper distance I wanted from the edge, and then just ran this all the way down with a fence. One of the folding tables is what I used as a fence, but this has a kerf now on both sides to hold the saw, keep us doing the right cut, going straight down. because I'm a wibbly wobbly sort of person and I can't keep a saw straight. So we use the little hacks to keep our wibbly wobbly bodies doing a straight line. And doing this first cut took us a good, like week and a half. Let's see if it goes faster now that I've been able to finally sharpen this saw. Let's see if we have a bit more luck with this. Getting this started is gonna be a whole thing. I didn't make my kerf across the top. I could try to do that here. Let's try to run a kerf on here. I'll just lay this on top of the other post and do this real quick to get my cut started. Ooh, don't get caught on that. Let's see if that'll do. Woo! I think I'm gonna have to maybe take off a layer. I'm getting too hot. Oh, it is getting warm. But woo! Too much layers for this amount of physical labor. Whoop! Don't fall down. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't do it. All right. Okay. Let's put this back on. Because while I may feel okay without it for a minute, if I go too long, I will regret it, especially doing this sort of stuff. Alrighty. Oh, this looks goofy, but Be alright. Woo. Come on now. What are you doing, Saw? The problem I'm mostly having here is just that this is an awkward ass angle. And I don't really have any way to hold the work, you know? There we go. Alright, getting there. Oh, wait. Not have that blowing, anyway. Not important. Well, I kind of mangled starting this, but I think it is cutting faster for what it's worth. It's just incredibly awkward to cut at the very top when it's this high up. Let me try something. What if I put it here? Oh, my boot. This is too wibbly wobbly. This is the problem I keep having, you know, that I am trying to solve with this project, is nothing solid to work on. Yep. Let me check the time. Oh yeah. We are well on our way into well past all my medication time. So we'll take a little break for a minute. So many bots on Blue Sky right now. Clogged, it's always clogged. Ah. Goodness gracious, come on, unclog thing. There we go. Alright. Beep. One medicine down. Charger. Goodness, freaking bots. Nicotine. Beep. All right. One last medicine, and then we can get back to work. Oh, good. My scale turned on this time. The button hasn't been working a lot lately. Do 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 do. I've been thinking about maybe doing some sort of a call-in show, like an advice stream or something. I think that'd be pretty funny for people to come to a homeless guy for advice. Call it like not as I do. I used to always be the friend that everybody came to for advice. Like I was everybody's, you know, armchair therapist or whatever in our friend group. And partly that just came because I was known as the smart one. You know, I was the nerd, the one who knew all the things, who spent all the time watching educational videos and reading, you know. Mostly what my friends were concerned with was I knew all the stuff about drugs, but I was really into like computers and stuff like that back when I was a teenager. I very quickly grew out of that. I decided I did not want to be a computer person and stopped being a computer person in my early 20s. So I've had to relearn a lot of that sort of stuff to get going with this whole streaming thing. I took quite a long hiatus from being a computer person. Go refill the water bottles. At some point here, they are empty. All right. Last medicine down. Let's puff on the pipe for a minute while that kicks in. I typically have a little bit of a dip in functionality for like 5 minutes after I take that. I perk up to like peak performance right shortly thereafter, but for like the 5 minutes right after I take it, I kind of fog out a little, it seems. And I'm kind of at the bottom of my cycle anyway there. I gotta take that every 2 hours. It's ostensibly, I started taking it for the kidney pain, and it kind of still does serve that purpose, even though it's not like really directly, I think, doing pain killing for it. It forces me to drink a crap load of water every 2 hours to wash it down. I actually kind of went a little short on the water than I normally do lately because I was at the bottom of the bottle, but keeps me hydrated and prevents massive kidney pain from dehydration, which I've had ever since I got the old big C. It's really interesting the way COVID affected me, because it very clearly almost killed me. Like, I went very, very close to suicide by cop on many occasions when I was in like maximum psychosis, stuck in the mold house with, you know, still trying to figure out what was going on, dealing with all that flare and, you know, my brain swelling and all that. But on the other hand, it also burned out the depression and anxiety that had kept me stuck in that bed with the mattress rotting out from underneath of me for a decade. Like, I finally got up off my ass and started trying to, like, interact with the world. it's taken me a couple of years to get to the point where it's starting to actually turn into anything. But I've been busting my ass for like 2.5 years now, trying to get some sort of entertainment venture of a vaguely leftist variety going. Kind of changed the plans and the scene. I was doing the whole light and cute puppet thing for a while. I got those guys sitting up here. I got hey, how's it going? Oh yeah, Freddy. What do you think? What do you think we're gonna do? Are we just gonna sit up here in this box for the rest of our lives? Or are they gonna do anything with us? Or are we just gonna mold? We're gonna start the mildew. Come on, get us out of here. We gotta record some stuff or do some improv or. Whoa, that is explicit, Franny. We don't do sex work anymore. We retired from that. Come on, calm down. This is twitch.tv. We're gonna get in trouble. I don't care if you wanna, listen, okay, you can solve those urges on your own time, okay? Like, come on, Franny, calm down. All right, yes, I understand. You have needs, but we can't do that publicly. Look at the camera, look. We would get in so much trouble. Oh my goodness. We can't do that. Yes, yeah, okay, all right. No. We got like our piggy guy here. Hello. Oh man, I'm gonna get in so much trouble. I dropped my freaking gun in the pond. Oh, the detective is really gonna cook my bacon. Speaking of detective, here's the detective. Hello, I'm Detective Cardenas. But anyway, like our little friend was saying, these guys have been kind of sitting up here gathering dust for quite a while. I don't know. The world just started feeling so dark. It's like, I was just like, man, it just, I don't know. And I couldn't get anybody to join in on our little improv socialist puppet show stream game idea. So I kind of put that on the shelf, and I've started moving on to something else. I've got these ideas, an idea I'm working on for a puppeted series of like scripted videos, but using more of like a dark goth sort of sci-fi futuristic aesthetic. I've been working on some of the props for that. Like here, this is gonna be our main spaceship. It's kind of like a biomechanical sort of, organometallic sort of vibe I'm going for. Kind of, my autofocus is struggling, but you can kind of see that. I need to get a better camera. Or just swallow my aggravation at the inconvenience and start using the iPhone as a camera. I can do it, it's just a pain. And plus, if I'm using the iPhone as a camera, I can't use it as an iPhone and keep pokey on the screen. Man, well, it looks like the bot name of the day is Alicia. We've been followed just in the last several minutes by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Alicias And a Belia and a Jaylene. Bots. All right. Woohoo! All right. This wibbly wobbly chair is just not gonna do it. Can't hang, can't bang a rang a dang a lang a lang. With the zing zang and a wing wang, everybody wanna go bing bang, bing bang. Whoop. Where's my rope? Oh, here it is. This Need to get some paste wax. I can use WD-40 for now. It just wears off real fast. Woo. Oh, ow, man. Woo! Well, I don't know. I think it is cutting better than it did, but still not very great. I mean, the wood is not seasoned properly for cutting. It's like I said, I hauled it out of a park where it was laying on its side, and it's just been like stuck in my tent here for a couple weeks now. It's not exactly properly dried out, so it's got a really tough core. Like, you could tell, like, the outsides are easier to cut through, but that middle bit is just tough as nails. Yeah. But, we, haven't exactly had money to go out and buy fresh lumber, you know? So we're trying to bend and make do, as they say. But it's a bit of a struggle. I wish I had a younger, healthier body if I was gonna have to make up for lack of money with elbow grease, you know? It's the sort of thing that, it's not about my willingness, it's about my capacity. Maybe we'll do something else. What do you got? Maybe try to run our art program again. See if the computer can handle it in OBS now that you've done it. We could maybe do a bit of music. Play a little keyboard or something. Or just sit here and idly chatter at the screen. I'm very, very willing to respond to the demands of the audience, but there's largely not much of a demand and largely not much of an audience. So, the the lower impact options tend to become the default. I'm only recently coming a little bit better about maintaining a pattern without somebody to bounce off of. I'm not so great at talking to myself, which is kind of surprising for somebody with so many mental health struggles over their lifetime. It's just never really been an aspect of it. I can run off on a good monologue when I get up ahead of steam, but I generally need a bit of conversation to lead me up into it. I need a co-host is what I really need. I need a straight man to play off of. Tempting to pick this up and play it, but it's got dust all over it. I've got anchors along to it, so I really don't want to mess with this right now. Let's see if we can run an art stream without it turning into a slideshow. What do you say? Now, first step, find where I started. brain. Why must you betray me? Cursed I am to ever remain within this meat prison. Fallible hardware. Lo, these many years I am suffered toil and torment, afflicted with the desire to know where things are, but not being capable of recalling. Lo, what treachery has been placed upon me that I would not see the thing that it was sitting right in my face. Okay. Yay. Maybe this will work. Good enough. Let's see if it's good enough. Okay, first off, open the art program. Bluetooth drawing tablet. Now, let's see if this works. Ta-da! Okay, how is our stats doing? Are we... Our time to render is not doing great. Oh, can we turn... What's up? Pause diffusion. Try that. We are not getting good average time to renders. We are in the red. What if I try to eliminate some as much as we can here? What if we turn the overlays off? Just turn them off. We won't have fancy graphics if somebody gives us a dono, okay? That helps some. Turn that off. Okay, our FPS is good, but we're still getting red ATR. it's lagging badly, let me know if anybody's there. We've got a bajillion people liking the post on Blue Sky. Anyways. What if I try closing some of these? Disable chat there. Minimize that. I put this on audio. I'm trying to like close out as much other stuff as possible. I don't know. We'll hopefully this works over here. Sure what I'm doing right now. I kind of want to, you know what, let's start something. I don't really know what I'm doing, what I'm even gonna try and do at this point. I'm just kind of goofing around with the software. it's weird looking, but it's something. Goodness gracious, so many bots. It's It is getting cold in here. It says it's not cold in here, but it feels cold. Runaway phone. Uh, let's see. Alright, well, I've about run out of spoons. I think I'm just gonna punch out here. We made it almost 2.5 hours. That's respectable for our general capacity, especially considering we're running late in the day today. Alright, thank you for those of you who stopped by, the new followers, all the chatters. You rock. Cheers.